G'day dear friends, welcome to Xrissart. My name is Chrissy. Thank you for joining me today. And I wanted to say hi Chandri, hello my darling. Hi Angie, hello, how you going? What's this? Countdown is on like what? Donkey Kong. That's so funny. Yes, I know, because the seconds go when just before a live stream. I know that's funny. All right, so hi Cherry, hello. Alrighty, okay. I know this is taking a while, but you know, it's creases in fabric we're talking about. Pardon me. So, you know, there is a level of concentration. Of course, I am doing this on live stream, and so I'm doing, I don't know, thinking, talking, painting, all at the same time. So, yes, well, there's a few things that are happening or going on in my brain. Hi, Ali. Hello. Hi, MD. Hello there. How are you today? All right, so get stuck into this and let's see if I can see, last week we were doing this bit. Well, this week I'm going to see if I can do this bit. I'm just working my way down. And, of course, there's no real details as such. And I've used the paper to help me with the shadows as well. So this is really cool. Now, normally I don't really care. No, sorry, no, that's not right. Normally I don't worry as much. I don't put as much emphasis and worry in what color Pastelmat I'm using. Only in specific projects, of course, because I cover the whole thing. All right, it's only during the process that I really care about what color it is. You know, for example, the darker colors, maybe the contrasting colors if I'm doing portraits and stuff like that. So if there's a green, Pastelmat works perfectly for when I'm doing the skin tones, because you know they're opposite colors. I'm talking plainly here, okay? So you know, they're all the things to think about. And in this case, with all the creases, the anthracite, which this is a 30 by 40 anthracite. The anthracite is, I would call it, it's not really dark, is it? But it's darkish. But it's not black, for example, like this. So if you're comparing it to the black, it's sort of like on the medium side, isn't it? So this is where, or the medium dark shadow, if I can say. Look, that's how I'm thinking in my head. Oh, hi Janice, hello. Thank you for moderating today. Where is the star of the show? Yes, Janice is here. Okay, Ali says, Chrissy, hello. I have heard the golden paints have discontinued the PY3 due to light-fast issues. Really? They have got rid of PY47 Cobalt Violet Light in the Williamsburg oil paint range. Oh my gosh. Also, I have heard they have discontinued PV15. That's a violet, isn't it? Ultramarine violet as well. Isn't ultramarine violet, though? It's more on the... It reminds me more on the light side, isn't it? You know, I like rich, dark violets. Like, it's almost, you know, the deepest, darkest purples. But that's dioxazine purple, isn't it? I don't know. I was the star of the... Yes, you're the star. Okay, P white, the yellow. This is interesting. I'm so glad that you give us this information, Ali. It's really interesting. I really like that a lot. Specifically for me, I mean, I don't know the technical parts, but I do understand it. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it, but I do understand it. So thank you so much for, you know, breaking it down and explaining it to us. That's really cool. I really like that. That's really nice. All right, so I'm getting with the program and I'm just getting on with it. So I'm just getting my glassine. I've got my brushes. I've got my paint palette close by. Okay. All right, so I think I will need that for sure, and it's just so you can see what I'm doing really, or see what I'm mixing. Yeah, well, you can't see what I'm mixing, can you? No, you can't do that. Can't see it. Let's just move it. Let's just move that part here, eh? And I'll move, yeah, there we go. That might be all right. So how is everyone doing? Okay. All right. Yes, I hope everyone is going well. I'm going okay on this side of the fence. Nothing really to brag about too much. I've just, yeah, oh, look, just plugging away at life at the moment. Nothing really exceptional happening. And it's a privilege to even be like that. So always remember, it's always a privilege. Oh, you can't take the heat anymore. Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous of you lot being up there summertime. I just wish, I wish I was there. It's so bloody freezing today. Look, I tell you what, in the morning here, look, this is 8 o'clock in the morning. And it's 11 degrees here. 11 in the morning. Like, that's bloody freezing. Come on. And if you all tell me and laugh at me for that, I won't blame you, like the Northern Hemisphere that's, you know, that suffer below 0 temperatures. But I tell you what, oh, it's just freezing here. Hi Nuria, hello. Hot there too. Okay. Cherry, cold here. Oh, what's cold? This is good. I like this. What is cold, Cherry? Cold. So funny, this anthracite, look, I'm using this this neutral grey shade, and I swear it is only just, if not a shade darker. Wow. But it's a shade which I need for this painting and my mixing. Ali says, okay, Chrissy, I don't use cobalt violets and ultramarine violet because of the tinting strength. At least ultramarine violet is cheaper than cobalt violet. I know. Yeah, cobalt, an expensive pigment. 44 degrees. Oh, Nuria, that is hot. That is hot. Cherry, only 17 degrees. Tomorrow like autumn. Wow. I love it as long as there is air conditioning to cool down. Yeah, I know. Look, I must admit I'm the same. Like, I probably, if it was 44, I'd probably whinge and complain a little bit. But yeah, you know, so long as you had a place to retreat, and I just want to make sure that you're seeing that. A place to retreat to cool down. Yeah. Hi, Abigail. We had 19 degrees today and rain. For the first time, I felt like singing in the rain. That's it. Singing in the rain. Vivian, hi there. Hello, hello. Nice to see you here. Well. Good morning to you as well. Cherry, can I come and visit? I'm starting swimming. Oh, okay. Okay, I know. All right, I understand. Okay, I just need to outline where my creases are going to be, because I'm having a conversation and I don't want to miss, and I do not want to make a mistake with this. Now, this is The Baker, which is which is an inspiration from Share Your Art. For those of you who are just discovering just discovering, or have just stumbled on me, which is always mostly the case. This is a project which is, and I'll start at the beginning, 30 by 40 centimeters on Pastelmat by Clairefontaine. This project is what we call inspiration. Every month on our Facebook group, I put 3 images for you to play around with. You can use it as a reference or as a guide for anything. You may only just use, maybe a head of something, like the head of something, or just a part, an area which inspires you to do a painting, a drawing, whatever it is. And that's why we call them inspirations, because they're meant to inspire you. So every month I put these out, and what happens is that I don't do them. I don't do them. And it's not because I don't want to. All the ones that I have put on, these inspirations, they're all ones that I want to do. Problem is that, I'm sort of stretched for time, because I do have other projects which are going on during the week. And I do work full time, like I do have a day job, so my time is limited. So therefore I don't get time to do these. But I have done one other one and this one. And then I'm going to go back and see if I can find some other ones which I want to do. But so hence the baker. So this is one of those inspirations. And I do, if you wanted to become a Facebook member, this is where we share the conversation from the live stream, to the Facebook. This is where people get to share their work and talk about their work and share some really fantastic deals, art deals around the world, where you share your art, share your profile if you wish, share a cool video that you think that the group might be interested in. Just no politics. Just be nice to each other. That's pretty much it. There's no real specific rules, and so far it's been working. So, yep. Now, as far as this project, it is a 30 by 40 centimeters on anthracite. I'm using PanPastels. I'm using bristle brushes. I'll also be using pastel pencils, soft pastels as well. So yeah, just mixing it up. And now look, I have been thinking to do this one in watercolor as well. Oh, it's really hard. This would be a really hard. I'm setting myself up, aren't I? I think I am. But yeah, look, it is a thought. It has been a thought, so I don't know whether I'll rummage up the guts to do it. I'm sure I'll do something. Who knows? I don't know. Make the next painting with blue, so maybe the summer will get out. Oh, okay. Oh, look. Yeah. Can you hear the dogs? They wanted to come in, but what happens is they come in, they create a ruckus, make a lot of noise. They scratch my legs because they want to sit up in my lap while I'm arting. No can do there. So they're creating havoc outside. Okay, our post of using forgotten art supplies is a success for me. I've used my beloved Colour Subduer. Yes, oh look, oh that would be good. What's happened? I missed something. Oh, it's only cold here. That's all it is. Oh, you're frozen. Oh, no. I'm just saying I'm cold here because it's 11 degrees. No, look, it's 8 degrees. It's going down. It's supposed to be going up as the day goes. Crikey, jeez. No. Okay, what I'm doing here, all I'm doing is just marking so I do not lose my place, because it is very likely that I will when I'm talking, and that crease won't look like a crease. It'll look like some great big mishmash of something, who knows. So I'm just making sure that I have this crease in place. And these light bits are highlights, you know, highlights. So I just got to make sure that they're there. Yeah. Chrissy, I may drop off because we're having thunderstorms tonight and the lights are flickering here. Really? Oh my gosh. Oh, Chrissy, no, I meant frozen on the screen because you were ready, but not, you were something. You know what? I've got these little heart things on the side of my, like there's a heart, a smiley face, and all of this on the side of my, on the right-hand side of my text just before. It's really making it hard to read some of the text. I think Cherry, I think it was Cherry last time that was trying to get rid of it. How do you get rid of that thing? Oh. Oh, Chrissy. Oh, I don't see her. Oh, you don't see me? You're not seeing me? Is Chrissy on? I don't see her. Oh, I'm here. I'm here. Can anyone see me or hear me? Oh, I'm here. It's saying my connection is excellent from my live stream. I can't, okay. Oh, that's what I was saying last week. Can't get rid of it. Okay. I wish I can be in the middle of the storm. Okay. I don't know, Ange. Okay. Yes, oh, you see me. Okay. All right. And hear you. Oh, okay. All right. Maybe just refresh, Angie, maybe? Refresh? Okay, all right. Yeah, I think maybe just refresh, sweetie. Just, yeah, do that. Okay, so these light bits are the bits that are my highlights. So I'm just have to work around them. And that I don't muck it up. Okay, see me? Okay, Vivian? All right, cool. Yeah, just refresh, Angie. I think that might be it. That might do it. Yes, so what has everyone been up to this week? G'day, Deb. Hello, hello. How are you today? Okay, you reset. There you are. Hello. Okay, cool. I thought, oh no. Yeah, I know. Yep, technology somehow. So I just want to go back to what Abigail was saying. She goes, Abigail, reusing art supplies that we haven't used in a while. And you know what? That is so cool. That is so cool. I mean, look, I'm guilty. Guilty. You know, there are things that I haven't used in a long time which I really would like to visit. I look at it and I go, oh, look, I must do that. But I've got so many projects that I'm in the middle of that it's so hard. But maybe something in my sketchbook. would be a good idea, perhaps. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is what I've got to tell you. In my day job, as you know, I work in an art shop. Well, what's really interesting about my art shop is that when the customers come in, it's really interesting how some have never are getting into art and trying to figure things out, and what's really interesting is that I know enough to be able to help them as far as advice and what to do. It's interesting, there was a lady who came in a while ago. She's going back to, she came here for a little holiday in the area that I work, and she's going to go back home. And she was just walking, and she found our shop, and she walked in and she was looking around, and she was she wanted to get into pastels. So it was the reason why I'm bringing it up is because, you know, she's on a journey now to discover art and what she can do and be creative. Because I asked her, I go, what do you want to do? Like, you know, you never know who walks in, and, you know, some of them know exactly what they want. They go and get it, and they go to the counter and they pay for it. But some are just having a browse and just trying to, you know, figure things out. Yeah, figure things out. And I think, how cool is that, you know? Yeah. So it makes me so excited and so happy for them that they're picking up. You know, she came in for pastels, but, you know, there are so many other things in the art store. But yeah, and I thought, wow, what a nice journey that is. And you know what? I don't think I know I say it every now and again, but honestly, I need like about 2 lifetimes to do all of the things that I want to do. You know, want to get into digital stuff. Oh, look, you name it. These are all on my list, you know, to do. So, wow. Yeah, makes me very happy. It's in my happy place. Okay. Okay, I bought some coffee table art books and used bookstores online. Very good condition, and one was autographed. Ooh, nice. Oh, wow, that's cool. Oh, wow, that's a nice idea, isn't it? Get all your art, and, you know, you can get that done, couldn't you? Yeah. I like that idea. Oh, wow, that's a good idea, Snakes. I wonder. There you go. Just put that on my list as well. Angie says, yeah, I really would like to do a piece on suede mat. I should really make this happen. Chrissy, how many pieces do you have on the go? I'll tell you. I'll tell you pieces, and I'll tell you project. Pieces, let me see. 1, 2, 3. I'm thinking 3. 4. 4, which one of them is a very big project. 4 things on the go. It's a very good question. Yes. 4. So how many do you all have on the go? I've been looking for a kids origami kit. Went to our local hobby shop. Nothing. Wow. Maybe you should put it together. You know what? You can go to like places like Temu. Truly, go to Temu. This is a new website. They're really cheap. I don't know about the quality, but get a handful of things and you could probably pay, I don't know, well, 20 Aussie dollars, but for you, if it's 20 Aussie dollars, probably about £10, you know, you could get some really cool stuff. Indeed, yeah, Sneaks, I can't see you because when I was new here, I want to, and I don't know how to fix it, sorry. Oh, okay. Okay, oh, okay, Deb, you've got a couple stewing, but nothing started, okay. Okay, my husband's birthday tonight. Oh, are you going out tonight? You're going out for his birthday? Yeah. This has got to work faster. I know this is so slow, this project. It's only slow because of these creases. I should have had more done by now. But that's all right. Okay, do you find... Okay, Angela says, do you find that helps with your creativity? For me, it does. Okay, I have always done one at a time. Maybe it is time to shake it up. Yeah. Well, look, because on Patreon, actually, I just finished one. All right. So on Patreon, I had two. I had a watercolor project and a pastel project going side by side because I want to show the differences in techniques between, like, the same reference, different mediums, to show you what I was able to at my level with watercolor, probably more what I was able to get away with and not. You know, there's all, of course, and with pastel, although I'm fairly advanced in pastel, but you know, there's lots. I'm nowhere near at the level that I'd like to be, but I'm happy where I am at the moment and working on getting better at it. Yes, so, but you know what I mean. So yes, oh look, for me that's how I work the best, by having 2 or 3 on the go, because then I end up finishing them. I end up finishing the projects that way, except for one great big one which is now in digital form. Yeah, so it's not so much in the art form but digital form. Yeah. Yes. Okay, it's midnight here. He is half asleep. Oh, okay, this is your hubby. Oh yeah, look, for me, I feel very creative, and what helps me is that I don't get bored of a project. Believe it or not. Actually, no, I lie. A great big lie. I've got 5 on the go. I've got my coloured pencil piece. Which I thought of yesterday. I was actually going to think, well, the baker or my coloured pencil. You'll think, Chrissy, wow, you're still not there. But no, still there, still going. It's my mad scientist. You'll go, crikey's, Chrissy, serious? Are you still? Yeah, still. Yeah, it's only because it's a slow medium. I mean, yeah, that's all it is, really. Now, as you can see, Pastelmat is quite stubborn. And it's... but that's because of the technique I'm using. So if you're one that likes detail, this is probably on Pastelmat. This works well on Pastelmat and UArt. I've been using this on UArt 800, this method. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's right. What about, yeah, that's my deck of cards. It's still there. It's still going. And it's I'm ashamed to say that it's not finished. So, but yes. should have been finished long ago. Long ago. Yes. I have the problem that I have to finish what I started the same day or I lose interest and never finish my project. Is that right? No, I haven't lost interest in any of my projects that I've started and that I'm in the middle of. I'll tell you that, you know, hand on my heart. Not yet anyway. I'm not feeling that at the moment. Sometimes I will get sick of looking at something. Yes, I'll get, oh look, I'm just sick and tired of looking at this, just finish it, you know, and that's when I finish it, when I'm sick and tired of looking at it. That's so weird. Hey, yeah. Oh, okay. You have a couple of sneaks. I have a couple of sketches that I've sat around for a long time waiting for my skill sets to catch up with what I want the paintings to look like. You know what? I tell you what, Deb, I understand that thought, but, and there's a big but, because my cards are a product of that. My skills have improved since doing those cards, and I've secretly thought in my head to redo some of the cards, but you know what? If I do that, it will never be done, and I will have to right now. So I said to myself, no, accept, and they're not bad, but it's just that's where my level was at that time. So I don't know, you're not asking me to advise or anything like that, but I think that you should just go ahead and do it. You know what I mean? Like, just, yeah. Because then you'll never finish. You'll never do it. Look at me. See, that's, yeah. You'll never do it. So, for me, it's only time now. And I'm doing the digital part on my own, and of course I'm, you know, it's taking me longer because it's not my forte. You know, like you have to sort of, there are precisions, there are corners, and they've got to make sure that they're purely symmetrical, and you need absolute concentration and all of that. So that's where I'm at. I've actually, you know, but I'm enjoying the process. Don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying it, but it's just taken me longer because it's something that I don't normally do, and it'll cost me a fortune to get someone else to do it. So I don't want, I just, yeah. Okay, okay, I like to have, Vivian says, I like to have 2 on the go. I feel that it slows me down and I actually do a better job. Well, see, everyone is different, you see. If we were all the same, the world would be very boring, absolutely. And for me, the more I have on the go, the better, which is so weird, you know, so weird. Okay, Abigail says, yeah, I have a sketchbook and I will do 2 or 3 sketches while I drink my coffee in the morning. See, there you go. You're so dedicated, Abigail, I swear. And when I don't feel like painting or drawing, I play with beads. Oh, yes, and I saw what you've been doing with the beads. That needs total concentration and really good eyesight, if you ask me. Okay, I'm such a perfectionist and I really don't want to ruin the start I have on these. Oh, look, you know what, Deb? And you know what? Why not? Do it all again. Oh, g'day, Kathy. Hello. Hi, everyone. I'm talking to you from sunny Queensland. Now, this is the difference between places in Australia. Kathy has gone to Cairns. It's in Queensland. It's the state above where I live, okay? And it's sort of very, I don't know, it's quite high up in, when I say high up, I mean up the coast. in Queensland. Okay, the tip, not quite the tip, but you know, not far away. So, and it's always warm in that area, that part of Australia. That northern part of Australia is warm all the time. And of course, as you move further down, you know, and especially Tasmania, which is like probably the lowest part, as far as it's that little bit on the end or down the bottom in Australia. So, and it's always cold there, mostly, you know what I mean? So, I'm so jealous of you, Kathy, for being up there nice and warm. In our winter time, mind you. You'll have to tell us what degrees it is. What about the collage? I hope I write it well. Yeah, well, we did it. Remember, we posted it on, the group painting is posted on Share Your Art with Xrissart. So you'll see everyone's work on there. So I'm not quite sure if you're a member of Share Your Art, but there is the photo there. Yeah. Hi Vicky, hello. I have the attention span of a goldfish, one at a time, and smash them out. No more than a week on a painting, but preferably 2 sittings. Really? Well, there you go. See? Okay. Oh my gosh, there's a dog a few doors down which is howling, and it's just caused Athena and Artemis to howl and carry on. Wild dogs? I know. They're not that. They're howling. Oh, jeez. Just, I don't know. See, could you imagine if they were in here? They'd be in and out, making a lot of havoc. I know it sounded like a dog. They weren't fighting. What? The puppies? Yeah. There's something going. You can't hear the howling from about 2 doors down. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Deb. Hello. Nice to see you here. Well, can you hear the birds? There's birds also. Yeah, there's wildlife here. Anyone would think I'm out in the sticks somewhere. Sticks, sorry, that's an Australian term of out in the country, in the wild. That's what we call the sticks. What do you guys call, in your part of the world, what do you call, if someone is somewhere out in the middle of, I don't know, Barabrak, somewhere out in the sticks, not out in the sticks, somewhere out of, not in civilization. What do you call it? We call it here in Australia in the sticks. Sorry, that sounds funny. I've got to yeah, sometimes I forget that there are people that you're from another part of the world and you don't talk the way I talk. Okay, the sticks or boonies. Oh, okay. The boonies. Okay, didn't know that. Vicky says, yeah, noisy miners. That's the birds we hear. Oh, okay. Yep. Yeah. Bush. You call it bush? Yeah, we call it the bush, but probably more the sticks. So if someone says, you know, oh, he lives out, oh, I live out in the sticks somewhere, you know, yeah. Yeah, Cherry, oh, okay, sticks for you as well. Yeah, so anyone would think sometimes with the noise that, and you know what, the door's closed. Well, it's a glass door, you know, it's a sliding door, glass sliding door. And, oh, now everyone's gone quiet. Dogs, animals, God knows what else has gone quiet. Yeah, and of course, but having said that, there is a bit of bush area there is a bit of bush near where I live. it's almost like what they call here Crown land, and of course some of it is Aboriginal land where it's just not allowed to be touched or anything like that. So I'm probably more coastal country because I live on the coast, but there is, you know, an element of trees and such. And of course, you know, we do have wildlife. It was so funny because Janice, she might have fallen off the grid here, but when I call it wildlife, you know, some people might call it pests like rats and snakes and God knows what else. So yeah, the birds, you name it, possums, we have them. Well, I have them in my area here, so yeah. Oh, funny story. There's a funny story. I don't know how else to say it. Where I live, as I mentioned, I'm the second house from the bush. Okay, there's another house, but I'm in sort of in a suburb. Anyway, so one day I found Athena. She had dug a hole on the side of the fence of the neighbour, and she was sniffing, and she found a rat. I was beside myself. But you see, miniature schnauzers, that's what they're bred for. They're rat catchers. So, you know, that obviously would have come from the bush somewhere, right? So, but it must have crossed the neighbour's house. And I've got sort of netting or thing to protect so my dogs don't, you know, dig and big holes. They've dug enough to get through to the next door. So there's not that much. But so Athena had dug, she was sniffing, she's really good for doing that, and she found a rat, and it was sort of, she found it and she's not, you know, she's shaking her head, so she's probably killed it, you know, broke its back or whatever, and I'm looking at it, and of course my husband had to deal with it. But she's an animal, right? So this is what they do. So yeah, I wasn't too happy about that. I almost wanted to wash her mouth out. But, you know, I forget. She's a dog. And she's bred for that. That is part of her nature. The schnauzers. Okay, I've only seen one crocodile since staying here, and that was from a boat. Oh! Jeez. Walked in the bush the other day, got nervous when I came across a croc instead of a croc-infested river. Oh my gosh. That's right. There are crocodiles, because my son lives in Townsville, and he lives where you are, Kathy. That's you know, that's where you're further up, and there are crocodiles, like beware of crocodile signs. They can't go swimming just anywhere. No doggy kisses for that's right. Yep. Oh no, this is true. What Kathy's saying, that is so true. Oh yeah. Yes. See, that's what I'm saying. Don't come to Australia. Okay, you will not ever have a rat problem. Yes, I know. But what do cats do? Do cats do the same thing? Hang on, who are the cat people in here? We've got a few cat people in here. Do the cats do the same? Oh my God, that would scare me. A rat. Need an iguana. We have too many spiders. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, you see, what happened was we were going. My husband and I were going out to dinner. We took the car and decided that we were going to have a glass or two of wine, and we thought better of it. So our neighbours are only probably about 10-minute walking distance or so. So we decided not to take the car but walk when we sort of got to the end of the street, we came back, and that's when we saw Athena with the rat hanging out of her mouth. And I'd never seen her do that. And I'm thinking, oh, jeez. But she was okay. She was fine. And of course, little Artemis, she was sniffing as well. Like, you know, she let Athena do all the dirty work. So, okay. Oh, Snake says, Chrissy, what if the crocodiles don't read the sign while swimming? Well, that is a problem. That is a problem. Okay. Okay, my daughter's cat had brought in mice, a bird, and this week a vole, V-O-L-E. What's a volley? What's a volley? Okay, my cats always bring snacks home. Gross. Oh, okay, all right. So then I don't feel so bad, and that I have to, you know, wash their mouth out with God knows whatever. Yeah. You know, oh dear. Yep. Yeah. Okay, I'm a bit stuck here. I'm going to let that go because I need concentration, and I'm on a live stream. Ooh, I'm on a live stream, and I need a little bit more concentration than what I'm giving it. So, and yeah. Okay, volleys. Is that how you pronounce it? Volleys are small to moles. Oh, okay. It's okay. Like foal. Okay, vole. Okay. Vole said like foal. Yeah, it's like a mouse rat thing. Ooh. Yeah, see? Yeah. But, you know, I mean, it's good that she did that, but I thought to myself, oh my gosh, of course, you're, you know, that's what you're bred to do that. It's just that we domesticate our pets, don't we? So, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we have a tiny pond with fish in it. We keep a net on it to protect them from our neighbours' cats. Oh, wow. One day you found a street cat, and you what happened? And you take it to him for a month. Oh, you bring a jolly. Better outside in her mouth than inside your house. Yes. Oh, yes, I know. Well, you know. Well, I tell you what, my dogs are out because I work full time. They're outside when I'm not home, so they get to, you know, they get to be outside. But then they come inside. I don't have a doggy door or anything like that. I just, yeah, I don't know what the dogs would get up to if I wasn't home. Yeah. So yes, better outside. Okay. Okay, your cat's sitting next weekend, but she's not going out in my garden. I don't want presents. Yeah, and well, she might even, you know. Does anyone know how to stop dogs from digging in the grass, holes in the grass? My dogs have been digging holes in my husband's precious grass. You have no idea. He is just so mad with them. Yeah. Okay. Okay, the moment we give a puppy a toy, they are training to kill. Yeah. Well, yeah, well that makes sense, Kathy, because when I play tug with particularly Athena, she's very good at it. She's very good at playing tug and she enjoys it. So she would have enjoyed catching that rat and she would have been playing. Yeah, but lucky when we came home, it was just freshly killed. It's horrible. But, you know, I said to my husband, can you deal with that? I don't think I could. You know, I don't do snakes, I don't do mice or rats. I said, can you please deal with that? Yeah. So, yeah, that's true, Kathy. I like that analogy because it's true. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so, but I must say they've given me a lot of pleasure. I've been having such a lovely time with them. It's interesting, as soon as I come home, they know that I'm about to feed them for dinner, and I've taught them to go straight onto their dog bed to wait for their dinner. So when I come home, and it's usually around the time I come home, and as soon as I come home, they go straight to the dog bed. Sometimes I ask them to go there, but a lot of the times they go there on their own, which I'm thinking, wow, that's all right, that's cool. You know, for someone that hadn't had dogs, I could train them better, but so far I'm liking how they're behaving, except for digging. Okay, your Pomeranian loves tug games and her prey instinct is highly developed. Unfortunately, she only weighs 12 pounds. Oh, that wouldn't be much. Because it's 2.2 pounds to every kilo. So yeah, she wouldn't be that big. Okay. But that's what cats and dogs were originally bred for, to catch pests. Yes. Well, that's right. That's exactly right. So that's why, most definite. But it's just that I can't deal with it. I can't. I can't have a rat splattered all over my backyard. So I get my husband to deal with it. Ew. Ew. Yes. There we go. Yeah. So what else? I'm just trying to figure out what else has been happening to me this week that I could share. That's part of the. Yeah, this is the blue part here. That's his apron here, so I've got to make sure that I leave that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm not quite sure if Chandra is still in here, but I think we were talking about, has anyone bought anything from Temu? Okay, what are your sons up to? Oh yes, thank you for asking. They're in the army, still in the army. They're both in different states, and they're going really well. Thank you for asking. Yeah, it's just, you know, one is well, I've got 3 sons. One is in Sydney, who is much older. He's in his late 30s, mid to late 30s. Then I've got my 2 younger boys who are 22 and 24 and very busy with the Australian Defence. Yeah, look, they're going really well. They're, you know, sorting their lives out, you know. That's the thing, you know, sorting their lives, which is really good. I'm glad, all of them. Okay. Okay, I ordered some Pastelmat on sale from your workplace. Can I only art purchase this year? Ooh, okay. Did you? When did you do that? You'll have to let me. Oh, did you? When did you do it? Did you do it today? I just bought a Wi-Fi outdoor camera because of a Wi-Fi outdoor camera. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, I was just wondering. I don't know what the quality's like. I mean, I feel like this place is, you know, probably competing with Amazon. Would they be competing with Amazon, do you think? It's a Chinese company, whereas I think Amazon, I know is originally American, and of course there are different Amazons in different countries. Amazon UK, I know that there's one in Australia. They've been around for a very long time, so it'd be interesting. I've ordered a few things. That's what the reason why I'm saying that is because I've ordered a few things myself. And I just want to see, so when I get them I'll share. I've bought some ceramic, like I need it, you know, some ceramic watercolor palettes. You know, I use a dish. I use some, well, I don't even know why I did that, but I wanted to see what the quality was. And sometimes when I'm filming and I need to show a small place, sometimes it's a little bit cumbersome when I've got, you know, a project and I want to show what I'm mixing. So yeah, bought my husband some t-shirts, but they are polyester, not cotton. Okay. Delivery and service great so far. Okay. Yeah, well, yeah, you know, I was buying some crafty things, you know, because I also like craft. So, yeah. So I've bought some crafty things. I just want to see what they're like, because I like to make my own cards for, you know, it's just for like for family and stuff like that. And I like craft. Well, I suppose that's like scrapbooking, isn't it? Lindsay from the Frugal Crafter says it's sort of 50-50 on quality. Yeah, well, this is what I'm thinking, because this is what I'm thinking. Yeah, I know Lindsay from the Frugal Crafter. I like her. A couple of things she really liked. Okay. Yeah. Well, you know, I'm just sort of having a look and see what it's all about. To be honest, I don't do much art shopping because it's unless where I am there's a lot going on there, and so I really don't need, I mean I do have enough, but when something new comes I like to have a look at it. But this one, these are palettes, so I just want to see what else did I get. Oh, and I also bought, you know, the half pans and the full pans for watercolor, you know, putting in your tubes of paint in there. So I bought a whole heap of those. I usually buy those either from eBay or Amazon, and it was like, you know, it's a whole bulk of them. And of course, you know, I'm putting together some of my watercolors together in a great big color pencil tin, and I was running out of the half pans and full pans, and I thought, oh, let me see if I can go to Temu and see if I can find these a bit cheaper. You know, I don't know what the quality is going to be like. So then of course I had to look at some other things, didn't I? And that's where the palettes came in. I mean, seriously, Chrissy? Do you know what I mean? Okay, I'm trying not to buy more art supplies, but I fail miserably. I've been to the thrift store and found calligraphy set. Well, it was only €1.50. I mean, really, how could you say no to that? Yeah, I'd be like that too. See, yeah, I mean, I'd be like that too. That's all right. When I die, my kids will go, oh my gosh, I'm going to warn them that if they're going to sell these or whatever they do, I'm going to tell them that they're expensive. And if they sell these on eBay or some local marketplace or something, I'm going to tell them that they're not cheap. So, and they'll just look at my stuff and they'll go, really, Mum? I know this is, it's probably not a very nice thing to say here, but you know, when someone close passes away and they go through their parents or whatever, their parents' stuff, they're trying to clear a house to sell a house, and you'll think, oh, why did she keep that? Or why did she keep this? Or why did he keep that? Or why? This is what's going to happen to me. Do you know what I mean? They're going to find so many jars, so many containers. They're going to go, where, how did she, containers? I've got a fetish for containers. Biscuit tins, I've got a good handful of those. I can't help myself. Coloured pencil tins. You need to put price tags on everything. MD says, I can't help myself when I see colours and sketchbooks. I buy it, even if I let them with, yeah, that's right. I understand, MD. Yeah, definite. Yeah, we're like that. Yeah, I'm like that. But yeah, I've got a fetish for tins and containers, glass jars, little compartments, little drawers, wooden boxes. What else can I say? It's something that contains something that you can put something in. Do you know what I mean? This is, honestly, if I could find something, look, I've got like behind me, I've got like a whole heap of stuff. And I'm thinking, why do you do that to yourself, Chrissy? But I like looking at it too. Okay. Okay. I buy from estate sales and resell. It's amazing how quick family wants to get rid of items. Yes. Like, yes. That's exactly, that's what's going to be happening when I pass away. I know it's a morbid subject, but, you know, all jokes aside, that's what's going to happen. So, yes. Well, I can only laugh about it. It's part of life. Do you know what I mean? It's part of life. Chrissy, yeah, I kept my mum in a cupboard. Well, all leftover belongings. Cat feet. Well, all her leftover belongings. Oh, Catherine. Oh dear, you're a funny lady. The only stuff I have anymore are my art supplies. I think I'm going to leave them to a young art, yes, who would appreciate them. Yes, I think that's a really good idea. Yes, I have to find, you know what? You know what's interesting though? One of my sons paints and draws, and he's just gone off it a little bit, right? Obviously, it's one of my military boys' sons. He's gone off it. The other two sons are musicians. They're into music. And he wouldn't know what to do with this stuff. Maybe if I have a grandchild that displays artist ability, I don't know how long I'm going to live for, but I can then start to, yes. Yeah. Okay, okay, if you have a saving account, your money loses value. Art supplies are an investment. They keep value. You know what? I just love the way you think, Abigail. I love the way you think. Yes, of course. Abigail, you might think I'm crazy if I say I feel there is a lot of world inside me trying to connect with me. I want to touch it. Oh, that's very nice. That's very nice. That's a very nice thing. I understand what you're trying to say, MD. Very nice. Yes. We're all like that, I think. We all want to connect in some shape, way or form. And I think this is the place to do it. We're all connecting, aren't we? Yes. Chrissy. Yeah, me too. Really, I'm going to post some of it. So we can laugh. Okay, cool. Okay, Kathy, my mum is in the garden cabin. Plastic boxes. Music heals the soul. Oh, yes. And of course, you know what I've got. Oh, yeah, here we go. When you talk about things that you can't get rid of. Do you remember before? Do you remember LP records, vinyl records? And then it went to cassette. And then it went to CDs. Well, I don't have cassettes left. I don't have any vinyl records left. My dad has, by the way. He's got a little record player, but I've got all of these CDs. And, you know, I can chuck these out. I mean, we've got Spotify. You know, we've got iTunes, we've got YouTube music, we've got all of these digital, and I've got the CDs. Why have I got the CDs? Why can't I? You know, definitely my children will go, Mom, just get rid of it. And you know what? Now that we talk about it, I should get rid of it, shouldn't I? Okay, we've got vinyls in the loft still. See? Okay, I have all except 8 tracks. Okay. See what I mean? Yep. Yeah. Vinyls. Oh. And remember that you couldn't dance right next to the record player because you'd scratch the record because the needle would jump and it would scratch the record. Do you remember those days? Oh my gosh. That is definitely taking me back. Yeah, definitely taking me back. Okay, you have a trunk full of CDs. See, me too. Okay, you still have cassettes and CDs and my old yellow Sony Walkman. This is part of me. Yes. Oh dear. Yeah, my kids would go, really? What is this, Mum? Or do you remember back in the computer days when we talked about the floppy A and the B in our computers, and how much information you could store on a floppy A. Sounds funny when I say it, but a floppy A and a B in a computer. Do you know, like, and you know what? Really, when you think about it, it's not really all that long ago, but technology moves at such a fast pace that, you almost can't keep up. But I feel when I talk about things like this, floppy disks, that's right. I don't have any of those around, but I feel I'm in that generation where I have experienced that part of technology, like the vinyls, the records, the tapes, the CDs, and all of that, and heck, even like the video recorders, when you used to put in your video recorder in a cassette recorder, and now we've got, then we had DVDs. Well, now you don't have DVDs, you've got Netflix and all of those sorts of things. Well, a lot of our grandchildren, and I would say maybe some of our children, would not have known any of that. And we're right in the middle of that. So we know how that is. Heck, even writing a letter, for heaven's sake. Writing a letter. I know my brain is going 50 million miles a minute. But heck, even writing a letter. You write a letter from one person to another across the world. Well, now we have, look at this, we have this. How much closer? We have emails. We don't, Anyway, how did I get onto this subject? Okay. They're now talking, okay. Oh yeah, store DOS. Remember DOS programs? Yes, I do. They're now talking about solar. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We didn't even have calculators when I went to school. Yes, that's right. We didn't have calculators. We weren't allowed to have calculators in an exam. Are you kidding? We had to work this all out in our heads. Yeah, you love those times too, Nuria. Yeah, I know. But you see, I tell you what, I think, like, I must be talking like an old fogey now. I think everything has its place. For example, we can appreciate the technology. See, someone from our generation can appreciate the technology because from where we came from. But can I tell you one thing? It's our generation, right? Our children's generation, what are they doing? They're not discovering Wi-Fi, all of this stuff. It is our generation that created all of this, by the way. Can I tell you that? Sometimes, like, the young kids will go, that will look at someone like us and say, oh, look, what do we know? But it's our generation that created Wi-Fi, computers. I mean, take a look at Bill Gates. Didn't he create Microsoft? He came from DOS, right? And he created all of that. So, and this is what I'm trying to say. So it is our and he's from our generation, okay? So, yeah, so I'm not saying that I love technology. Look what technology is letting me do. But yeah, how did I get onto that topic? Okay. All right. Yeah, so. Okay, my children wouldn't know how to use a dial phone. That's right, neither would mine. Okay, what's that? Yeah, definite. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, or play with a telephone call. Yes. Okay. Okay, this all came back, this all started because of containers. That's right, I'm trying to think, how did I get onto that topic? But it's all about containers. Okay, sometimes technology takes us far from the soul. Well, yes. So the art and the poems and the music, yeah, it helps us, yes. Yeah. Did I miss something? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so that's right, containers, that's right. That when I go, my kids are going to find all of that's right. I'm trying to figure out how did I get onto that topic. Wow, I really got to be careful on these. Trying to get these lines right. Yep. Yeah, it's so funny. But yeah. Or what about the masters, the art in art, how they, if they could see in the future of how easy art would have been for them, they would be just beside themselves. I can imagine. I mean, because they used to, like the masters, they would buy their own pigment and they would make their own oil paint. You know? Okay. That's right. So much done. Yeah, I wouldn't like to be without tech either. Same. Okay. Sneak says, my son picked up a 33 RPM record. Oh, really? And showed it to his dad. Look at the size of this CD, Dad. And he said it was the first time he felt old. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, look, I'm very happy with my life. Oh, look, I've got so much life in me that, yeah, I mean, it's good to, I poke fun at myself. I think that's what it is. Yeah. Oh, definitely. I would not want to be without my technology either. Oh, heck no. Yeah. By the way, if you hear some motor, it's if you hear some like a motor thing going, it's my husband. He's got a bike and he's going to go out riding. My art space backs onto his garage, so that's where he keeps it. So that's the noise you hear. Okay, the master artists had helpers that made the paint for them in exchange for art lessons. Yes, That is true. And they had apprentices that that did certain parts of the painting as well, correct? Yeah. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Okay. What does he? Oh, he rides a motorbike. He rides a Honda Goldwing. I swear the pillion is like an armchair. I've sat on the back of it. Honestly, it's got like two armrests. I have ridden on the back of the bike. I've fallen asleep on the back of the bike, which is not very safe. But the ride was so comfortable that I fell asleep. How does one fall asleep on the back of a bike? I ask you this question. Very easy if you're comfortable. I said to my husband, next time you take me out, you've got to Velcro me to your back, or tie me to your back. Truly, I fell asleep on the back of a bike. Can anyone say that? Yep. Okay, let's all press the heart at the bottom to share our love. Oh, thank you so much, Vivian. I'll do that too. There we go. Thank you so much, Vivian. And thank you to all. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he's much darker here. Yeah, it's taking me much longer because of these creases. I mean, serious. These are serious creases. Okay, you had your own bike. Falling asleep wasn't an option. A Kawasaki? Okay, 550. Oh, wow. Wow. I've even got a motorbike, not a motorbike, a dirt bike in my living room. Pride of place. I kid you not. My husband has been into bikes most of his life. I mean, he was even... and he had a few jobs that were, you know, that were related to bikes. Like when he was a young man, he was a postie, right? And he had a postie bike. And then he was a police officer, and he was a bike cop. So then he had dirt bikes and all of that, and the dirt bike that we have in our living room has been restored to museum quality, and it hasn't been ridden, and there's no petrol in it. It's almost like a furniture piece. So, okay. Yeah, oh, Cherry, yeah, the shirt takes forever. Oh, I'm glad you say that, because I know that you've done this, and oh my goodness. The dirt bike, was it there before you got married? No, no, it wasn't. He was, you wouldn't believe it, he was looking for the bike that he bought when he was 17, a dirt bike. It was a what is it? It was an RM250. It was a dirt bike. All right, an RM2 Suzuki, I think it was RM250. So he had saved money. He had got a job and he was saving money to buy a bike. Anyway, he bought the bike. He enjoyed it. Anyway, it went away. So now, come full circle, and we've had that bike in there probably for about, I don't know, half a dozen years for sure. Something like that. Anyway, so he was thinking about his bike when he was a younger man, and he was trying to look for it in Australia and couldn't find it in Australia. So he went onto eBay and searching on eBay, and he found it on eBay in the US, and he got that bike transported. It was a museum. It was a restoration, and he bought it. He imported it over, and I said to my husband, I go, what are you going to do with that bike now? And he goes, oh, I'll just put it in my shed. I go, no, you're not. I go, put it in the lounge room. I can't believe I said that at that time. I go, put it in the lounge room. So it's in the corner of the lounge room. I'm not joking. It is. So, yeah. Okay. It's a sculpture now in the lounge. There you go. See, that's what it is. And it gets to the point where you get a bit complacent about it. You don't really think much about it. It's not until someone that comes to visit, they'll look at, and then they'll look at you and I go, you've got a bike in your room, in your lounge room. And we go, yeah. And it's not until that time that you realise that you've got a bike in your lounge room. Yeah. Kathy says, Chrissy, I will wrestle a croc, then make you a jacket out of the hide for your bike. If I'm not on next live stream, you'll know why. So funny. And shoes, please. Yes, that's right. And shoes. And shoes. Okay, so as you can see, this process is very slow using bristle brushes the way I do it. But it is a shirt and there are wrinkles and I am talking with you and arting at the same time. So I'm thinking of an excuse as to why it's taking so long. Oh yeah, and a handbag. That's right, Kathy, and a handbag. Well, at least I've done this part, okay? That's most of the shirt. Okay, now there's, oh, I say that his apron's going to take a while as well. Yeah, better get cracking with that. Okay. Yeah. All right, so, okay, I think what I'll do is I'll leave it there. Let me see. Yeah, there's a lot to do, isn't there? But anyway, there's a lot to do. Better be a big croc then. So funny, you lot. Oh, you make me laugh. Okay, well look, I think I'm going to leave it there for today. I'm actually quite happy with the progress because it's starting to, you know, there is fabric and it's starting to look bigger the better. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for joining me, and for all of those who are seeing this on the replay, you're quite welcome to ask me any questions that you would like. I wish you all a very nice weekend and a really terrific rest of the week next week. Necklace out of his teeth. Oh, Cherry, you're in, Kathy, you're in form. You're in form, good form. Okay, all right then, bye everyone.